Hey there, homemakers. Got a couch that's seen better days? Stick around and I'll show you my foolproof steps for a deep clean that'll have your sofa looking and smelling amazing again.
Like a cargo, you will carry me.
First, let's tidy up the living room, put everything back where it belongs, and then I'm also going to clear out all of the toys and the clutter that is under the couch. This gives us a clean working space, which makes the job easier.
Sometimes I'm the lighting, don't wanna pick a fight with it. Everything seems so good. I guess I can't.
If you're new to my channel, I'm Andrea, and here on Home and Family Management, the YouTube channel, I share the systems, habits, routines, tips, and tactics that I have found to help me run my home more simply and efficiently as a stay-at-home mom.
This mark, but baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking it.
Deep cleaning the couch can be a huge, time-consuming, and physically demanding task. It's something that I often put off for far too long. So in this video, along with the exact steps that I follow to make my couch look new again, I'll also be sharing my tips and tricks for tackling any of those large home management tasks that maybe you are putting off for too long.
Get hurt.
So I'm just quickly dusting off and cleaning the little table that my kids use to eat food at. So this is always sticky and gross. I'm just using my all-purpose cleaner here. And then I will also do a quick wipe down of the entertainment center just because I already have this stuff out. So might as well get that checked off my to-do list as well.
Help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars.
All right, so part of deep cleaning the couch is also taking off these pillow covers and putting them to the side. I will also wash those and then put them back on. I just run them through the laundry. All right, now I am grabbing this lightsaber, my boys' toys. I have 3 boys, ages 8, 6, and 3. And between all their tiny little toys in the living room, as well as eating in the living room, underneath the couch is always cluttered with random toys and crumbs. So I'm just using that lightsaber to push everything out, and then I'm gonna pick all of that up.
Help myself.
I am doing a clean of one room and a tidy up. I just put everything that needs to go in a separate room in a pile. That way I am not getting distracted by continuously walking out of that room, and it just helps streamline and make the process more efficient. Okay, so the room is tidied. I feel much more like a clear head, ready to tackle this couch. Here is the before. Again, I told you I have put this off for far too long, which makes this an even more daunting task. I have the dog. I have 3 kids. We eat on this couch. We don't have that many rules. So there are lots of built-in stains. Let's get to work. Step number 1 for deep cleaning the couch is to vacuum the cushions. So you'll see me go back and forth between 2 different attachments. I have the Dyson V8, but I just go back from this small motor head that really does good for the cushions and picking up all the big dust to that long, narrow attachment. And that is good for the corners and for like any of the creases to pick up all that stuff. So I go back and forth between these 2, and I start with just a quick vacuum of the cushions, and then you'll see me really pick up the cushions, get in between them and underneath them.
At its best, let me know now. Let me know now, now, now. Give me a sign. Let me know now, now, now. Let me know now. Let me know now, now, now. Give me a sign. Let me know.
My first tip for helping you to complete daunting, ginormous household tasks that we tend to procrastinate because we know they are just going to take so much time. My first tip to actually getting these done is to break up large tasks into smaller tasks. So, for example, like I lay out my steps, the first step to this is vacuuming the couch. If I didn't have a ton of time to spend on cleaning the couch today, I could simply just do step 1 and vacuum the couch, and then do step 2 of pre-treating stains, which is to come on the second day, and then shampooing the couch on the third day. Or, for example, even when I am breaking down just my first step, which is vacuuming the couch, you can see here that I do it per cushion. So I break it down per cushion, vacuuming and replacing each cushion as I go. That way I am not overwhelmed with the entire couch taken apart. I simply do one cushion at a time, put it back, and then I continue to the next one. This just makes it less overwhelming. You can also check things off. So I'm like, all right, this side done, instead of waiting for the whole couch to be vacuumed in order to say step 1 is done. So my first tip again is to break up these large tasks into smaller steps, and then even taking those steps and breaking them down into littler actions. That way you just have this momentum going and you can continue to get check marks, which is more motivating and kind of has this addicting feeling.
Give me a sign. Let me know, nah, nah, nah. Let me feel your love again. 'Cause I've been running round in circles, screaming out your name. Take me to a different.
Are you keeping up with us on Instagram? Over there, we dive deeper into our daily life, share quick tips, and host live sessions every Monday morning for our Monday Meeting Live. If you haven't joined us yet, just click the link below or search at Home Family Management on Instagram to stay in the loop.
Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Let me be that someone who can hold your hand.
Oh man, look at how much crumbs and crap has collected underneath these couch cushions.
Oh, I wanna be with you. Oh, I wanna be with you. Be with you. Be with you.
Regularly vacuuming your couch cushions is key for maintaining a clean and healthy living space. It's going to help remove the dust, the dirt, and allergens, which is going to help improve your indoor air quality. And then it can help reduce any of your symptoms you have from seasonal allergies. Consistent vacuuming also extends the life of your couch. It's going to help prevent any of that debris from causing any wear and tear on the fabric. Plus, it's going to help keep your cushions looking fresh and inviting. So even when you aren't doing a full deep clean on the couch, vacuuming it is something I try to do more regularly than this full deep clean. So that way my home feels more comfortable and welcoming.
Hold your hand. I don't even know if you can understand.
Before we move on to the next step, I'm going to sweep up the dust and the debris that's under and around the couch just to make sure I have a cleaner workspace. Ideally, it would be great to move the couch and mop under it as well, but I just don't have the time for that today. After sweeping up the larger stuff, I always feel like I need to go over the area again with my vacuum just to make sure all the tiny little dust particles have been picked up as well. Now, our next step is to spot treat visible stains using Folex. Folex is my favorite stain remover for most fabrics. It's safe to use around kids and pets, and it works instantly and successfully on almost every stain. Simply spray a good amount of the Folex directly onto the stains, then scrub gently with a rag to lift the stain. This also preps the fabric for the deeper cleaning to come. Finally, we'll use the Bissell Little Green machine to shampoo the cushions. I use a combination of water, Branch Basics cleaning concentration, and a splash of Glamorous Wash liquid detergent in the fragrance High Maintenance. These two together, the Branch Basics cleaning concentration and the Glamorous Wash liquid detergent, provide a deep cleaning as well as a fresh scent. So shampooing the cushions is our last step, but it's also the most time consuming and tedious step. It has, like I've said before, it has been a long time and too long since I have deep cleaned these couches. And once I got started, I realized that they needed multiple rounds of going over it again and again in order to get all of the dirt off these couches. This cushion in particular takes a long time because this part is like a footrest, so it sees a ton of dirt, and my dog Larry loves to lay on this spot. So you can see the dirt is going away, but this does take some time and is very tedious, which brings me to my next step or my next tip when it comes to being able to handle these big, daunting tasks that we tend to procrastinate with. So my first tip in handling these daunting tasks is to break it down into different sections like we spoke about before. Breaking it down into different parts and doing a little as you go. My next tip is to not wait so long so it doesn't take as long. For example, think of it like your sink in the kitchen. If you do the dishes as you go, you are doing them more often, but it does not take nearly as long to get them done. And that is the same idea with these big daunting tasks. If I handled these stains as I saw them and was better at keeping up with the couch, doing these long, deep cleans wouldn't take as long because a lot of it would have already been handled. So the more often you do something and clean as you go, then the less daunting the tasks become because they are not as hard to complete. So again, when it comes to these big daunting tasks, in order to keep yourself from procrastinating and just getting them done, tip number 1 is to break them up into different sections, different parts, do little portions as time permits. And then the second part is to do it more often. Don't wait as long in between cleanings because that's when it gets to become very daunting. You have to do them more. You have to do it more times over and over to get the same results as if I was just to do these spots as they came up. I hope that makes sense. If you have questions about that tip, ask in the comments below.
Take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close. So get closer, babe. What do you got? 'Cause I am gold. I'm golden.
I was the girl all alone in the corner, drinking by yourself on a Saturday night. You were the guy with your friends at the doorway, pretending that you had the time of your life. Had we met before and seen
Look at how dirty this water is. I cannot believe how much dirt a couch cushion can hold. So I empty the dirty and refill the cleaning solution many times as I continue through the whole couch.
thunder or
All right, now let's take a closer look at exactly how I use the Bissell little green machine. So after you turn it on, you're first going to use this bottom green button to dispense the cleaning solution. So I do a pass over the whole area that I'm currently working on while holding down that green button, and that is going to help saturate the cushion.
we were making our way through the town, yeah. Never really wanted the night to end. Now I was wishing you'd stay.
So once the cushion is completely saturated, then I take my finger off of that green button and just use those red bristles and really like scrub it, not too hard, but just give it a good scrubbing to get all that solution worked into the couch.
Laugh innocently.
And then the suction part is up at the tippity top. You can kind of see it here. And you are going to give your wrist kind of an angle so that way that area is pushing down onto it. And then you can see I go back and I will do multiple applications of the solution and do that same process over and over again. So spray, take your finger off the spray, scrub it a little bit, and then use the top part to vacuum that out. And I think the most important part is really getting up as much of the moisture with the vacuum part as possible. So that way, because that's how the dirt is coming up. So if you just let it sit, then the dirt just dries back into the cushion. So the most important part is taking your time and really getting most of that moisture vacuumed back up.
Struck me when I was looking into your eyes. Wasn't love at first sight, fire burning bright. But now I know what it was. It was like coming home. Yeah, it felt like coming home. I was the girl all alone in the corner, drinking by herself on a Saturday night. You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. Words all around, and I'm dying to tell you.
So as you can see, this is a very tedious, repetitive task, and the cushions do not get to look brand spanking new, but the difference is night and day and totally worth it to get all of this dirt up.
Secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna
All right, so it's time to empty the dirty water and refill the cleaning solution again, and then I just repeat that process for the entire couch. And I will go back and go over the cushions that are on the back of the couch, and it's just a long process that I do finish a lot of it in this one sitting, but you'll see later on it does spill over and go into the next day as well, because it just got so late during the night that the boys were trying to go to sleep. And in my small house, I can't really run this kind of machine that's loud when they are trying to go to sleep. So while I keep doing this, I want to share another tip for you to help you get through these huge, daunting housework tasks, something like this. And that is to limit your distractions. So I started this because I knew the boys were about to be leaving to go swim over at a friend's house, and they would be gone for the rest of the day, that they would be back when it was time for them to lay down. So it does take a little pre-planning because I do need to have the time where I don't have kids distracting me, and it's a lot of stop and go, because that just makes it too daunting and it makes it too hard to get done, where I would get overwhelmed, annoyed, and quit. So my first way to limit distractions is to make sure my kids are not present when I do this kind of cleaning. So it can't be done just at any time. I do like to make sure that the boys are out of the house when I'm doing something like this. Doesn't always work out that way, but it is ideal, especially when I was filming it, because that just adds a whole nother aspect to it. And then another way to limit distractions that works really well for me is to put in my AirPods and to listen to either podcasts or an audiobook. I was listening to, this took hours. So I went back and forth between a few different podcasts and an audiobook. And this limits distractions because it keeps your brain busy while you're doing this mindless task. So I'm just repeating this process over and over again. You can get bored with it. You can pick up your phone. You can start scrolling Instagram or social medias, and then you are distracted and you are losing time. If I keep my AirPods in and I am listening to something as I do it, my brain stays busy as well as my body. So that way I don't have this pull to take a break and go scroll on my phone. So again, these 3 tips to getting these daunting, huge tasks done is 1, break it up into smaller steps, smaller portions, do a little bit at a time. So that way you, it's not just stop, or it's not just start and then go. And then the second one is to stay more on top of it, like spot treating the stains as they happen instead of just letting them sit, and not letting as much time pass between the deep clean. So that way it doesn't take as long. You don't have to do so many passes. Things aren't as dirty as they could be. So break it up into little portions, do it more frequently, or treat the stains as you go. And number 3, limit distractions. These daunting tasks are never easy, and sometimes it can be fun, but after hours, it's no longer fun. Your back starts to hurt. So these 3 tips are what I use to help me get through these kind of tasks.
Reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your hand. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you.
All right, so as you can see, it is now the next day, and I'm just going to finish up these last couple of cushions and the back cushions and finally be done.
Every time I look at you, how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your hand. Coming to get you. Coming to get you.
with this channel, I hope to motivate homemakers to get the tedious to-dos done without feeling overwhelmed. I hope to share the systems that will save you time and energy. So if you know any other moms, homemakers, stay-at-home moms that are looking to elevate their homemaking game, then share this video or my channel with them so we can all do this together and lift each other up through the chaos.
I don't know why we couldn't work this out, because you know I tried the best I could. I don't know how or what I could have done better. Baby, I really tried the best I could. I can't stop time for you. Stop time for you. I've played my part for nothing, and I did it all for you, for you.
And one last tip for you to help you stop procrastinating and get those big, daunting housework tasks done is to get an accountability partner. Studies indicate that having someone to hold you accountable increases the likelihood of completing tasks. So share your goals with a friend or with me right here in the comments, or send me a message on Instagram. Let's check in regularly and hold each other accountable.
I don't wanna be with somebody who's never gonna be around for me, around for me. I'm running out of energy, I realize you'll never be the one for me. I can't stop time for you.
At the end here, I will show you a brief after of the couch, and you may have to go back to the beginning of this video to see just how bad the couch was. There is still a couple areas on the couch that could use some more work, but the couch is like 98% better by the end. So all of that hard work paid off, and I am happy with the results.
So 1, 2, 3. I can't stop time for you. I can't stop time for you. Can't stop time for you. I can't stop time for you. Won't you get out my way, get out my way. I don't need this right now. I don't need this right now.
Here at Home and Family Management, we take our jobs seriously. We prioritize growth in all areas of life. We get done what needs to be done, so that way we have the time and energy to focus on whatever it is that brings actual joy to us and ours. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know below if you have any questions or comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time with another home and family management system, habit, routine, tip, or tactic to help you run your home more simply and efficiently. Talk to you soon.